Hi, my name is Nancy. Welcome to my channel, Running with Scissors. There's not been a whole lot going on in the sewing room this week, but I have been busy and I'm excited to show you a couple of things that I have done. Stay tuned. First, I'd like to thank everybody who commented on my last Wheel of Fortune make, the little circle dress that I made for my youngest granddaughter. Everybody loved it. She loves it. It came out really, really cute. Interesting thing is I did learn something. I wondered about that elastic that was supposed to go around the waist. I thought, why? Well, Erin from Erin Sews, she commented that many times they will put elastic around the waist of a circle skirt. It helps strengthen the stitches around the skirt because kids play and pull on it. Never thought of that before. And I had another subscriber who said the same thing. She'd been sewing for years and years, and that's the first time she'd ever heard of that. That's what's great about this channel. All the wonderful comments and all the wonderful advice. Just because you've been sewing for 50, 60 years, or even if you've been only sewing for, a month or two, we learn something new. And I had no idea about that elastic, but it makes sense that putting the elastic around it will strengthen the seam between the bodice and the skirt. So, learn something new? I did. I learned something new. Okay. Now, as I said, I didn't get a whole lot of sewing done. Well, a few weeks ago, I had a friend of mine from church. She texted me and said, "Do you cross stitch?" Well, I have cross stitched in the past, but I haven't recently. And she sent me something. I'm going to pop a picture up and look at it and tell me what's wrong with it. Do you see anything wrong with this cross stitch? Isn't it cute? The bride and the groom, her son and his wife was given this for a wedding present. And she said, I need to fix it. Any guesses on what's wrong with it? Well, they didn't get married in August. They got married in September. So actually, there was no cross stitching involved. If you look at just straight stitching for the dates. Now, if you notice in the picture, the last name and the date are right on top of each other, and the August kind of goes in from the names. And I decided, now less work on my part, not to take out the date, just take out the month. Of course, September is going to be longer, and I'll show it to you when it was done. It does stick out a little bit more. And I was thinking, well, if I'd taken out the whole bottom, the whole date, month and the numbers, I could have moved the S over, and then that 4 would have stuck out maybe a little over to the side. It might have been more symmetrical. But after I did it, I decided it looks okay. And honestly, I think when I show it to her, the lady at church, she's going to say it looks fine. The hard part for me was finding the floss, the embroidery floss that matched. Went to Hobby Lobby, I took it with me, and I'm holding up the floss to it. The first one I held up, I wasn't sure, so I asked an employee, and she said, nope, that's not even close. And then I found another one. I thought, I think this is it. So I showed it to her. I think you're close. I think that's it. Oh, I think it was perfect. And even when I was checking out, I even asked the lady that was checking me out, what do you think about this floss? Do you think it matches? And she said, looks good to her. And I think it does match. So I went ahead and took out August and put in September. And as I said, I suppose if I'd taken the whole row out, I could have moved it over just a little, and it would have been more symmetrical. But personally, I think it looks fine. And what you notice the most about it is the picture. I put it back in the frame. And here you go. So I think what you notice the most is the little bride and groom in the car. Now, if she wants me to change it, but I can guarantee she won't. I think she will love it the way it is. So there you go. That's what I did this week. Okay. Now, I mentioned the Wheel of Fate. I did spin the wheel already, and so I know what I'm going to be doing. I know who it's going to be for. It's not going to be me. I was only on it once, and I've already sewn for myself. So it's either going to be my mother again, because I had her on twice, or one of the other 3 granddaughters. So I know what I'm going to do. I haven't cut anything out, and I'll be doing that in the next few days. And whenever that's done, I'll be posting that and you'll see what I made. Now, the other thing I did, I know if you've been following me a while, you know I like to paint, acrylic painting, but I haven't painted in a long time. The last time I made anything or painted anything was back in late summer when I gave away that painting for my 2,000 subscribers, and also was my 1-year anniversary. And so that's the last time I painted anything. I thought, I gotta get on the ball. I gotta paint. So that's what I did this week. Instead of sewing, I did another painting. Angela Anderson is one of my favorite painters on YouTube, and I follow her tutorials. And I'm going to show you the painting. I'll hold it up, but I also took a picture of it so you can get a better look at it. But let me show you what I painted. I'm not sure where it is. It looks like it's somewhere off, maybe in the Greek islands, but it is a picture of, there's a little island in the back. There's water. There's basically what that is a bougainvillea. Let me stand up here. There's a wrought iron gate. Now I'm going to tell you that wrought iron gate. Wow. I freehanded that, and it'll pass. Trying to get both sides to match, but yeah. So I don't know, what do you think? Lots of pretty flowers. You got the ocean behind you. You can look through the wrought iron gate. So that's what I've done this week. You know, find a place to hang it, probably here in the sewing room. I do have a blank spot over there that needs to be covered. So that's actually what I've done this week. So I will plan to do some more sewing. But sometimes you just get sidetracked and want to do something else. Also, I have a friend who does watercolor, and I love watercolor. And I thought I'd like to give that a try. So I actually ordered some watercolors and some watercolor brushes, because you don't want to use the same brushes that you use from acrylics to watercolor, even to oil. You want to keep those separate. Ordered the paint, the brushes, and I even ordered some small canvases that are made special for watercolor. And I'd like to give that a try. But the lady I'm talking about is a good friend of mine at church. She's also one of the ladies I go to the Y with, and we do our silver sneaker splash. She is so good. She has her own website. She sells her paintings. You can buy the original, or you can buy prints. And I'm going to put her website down in the description box and let you check that out. Marcia is so talented. It just amazes me. I look at her picture after picture and I think, oh, wow. And she claims that there's ladies a lot better than her. She goes to a group every Thursdays, and they all sit together and they paint in their watercolors. And I said, I can't believe anybody's better than you, because, oh my gosh, her paintings are so gorgeous. So, well, that's what I've been doing this week. A little fixing the cross stitch, doing a little painting, did spin the wheel, but no actual sewing. Haven't set up my sewing machine all week. But sometimes, you know, you just have to find something else to keep you busy. And next week I'll be sewing. Well, if you haven't subscribed, I wish you would. And if you're disappointed I didn't sew any this week, I've got lots of other videos that you can watch and see what I've been up to. So y'all take care. God bless. Goodbye.